Xbox cut 650 more gaming jobs, but no studios closed or games canceled. Microsoft enacts another round of heavy cuts. They must be doing so well. Microsoft has implemented another round of heavy cuts to its Xbox gaming team following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. In this latest round of layoffs, Microsoft is eliminating about 650 positions from its gaming team, but no additional studios have closed and no other games are canceled as a result of the move, which Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer confirmed on September 12th. In January, Microsoft cut 1,900 gaming positions, bringing the number of cuts to the company to about 2,550 since the $75.4 billion deal to buy Activision Blizzard closed in October of 2023. In a memo to staff obtained by IGN, Spencer said the cuts come as part of Microsoft's effort to align the company's post-acquisition team structure and managing our business. The approximately 650 layoffs from Microsoft Gaming mostly impact the corporate and supporting functions of the business, the company said. Affected staffers in the U.S. are getting severance, extended health care, and outplacement services. Packages for those outside the U.S. are available too and vary by location. With these changes, our corporate and supporting teams and resources are aligned for sustainable future growth and can better support our studio teams and business units with programs and resources that can scale to meet their needs, Spencer said. Separately, as part of running the business, there are some impacts to other teams as they adapt to shifting priorities and manage the lifecycle and performance of games. No games, device, or experiences are being canceled, and no studios are being closed as part of the adjustment today. In March, Spencer said the initial round of job cuts announced in January were necessary to help Xbox become a profitable business following the blockbuster buyout of Activision Blizzard. Time out. If if Activision Blizzard was going to be such a huge expense that was going to impact people's jobs, why go through with the merger? Phil Spencer, are there any working brain cells left in your head, you idiot? You buy Activision Blizzard knowing you're going to cancel hundreds or even thousands of jobs? Are you kidding me?
Calm down, Triple J. It's okay. It's okay. You know, we'll have some cookies later on.
In addition to laying off staff, Microsoft closed some of its studios entirely earlier this year, including Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, Roundhouse Games, and Alpha Dog Studios. Tango Gameworks was saved by PUBG studio Krafton, but the others have closed for good. 2024, like 2023 before it, has been brutal for layoffs in the video game developers and staff at Microsoft and many other companies. Some estimates suggest that there have been more than 11,000 layoffs in the video game sector in 2024 alone. A former PlayStation executive recently shared his thoughts on the cuts, claiming they are not due to corporate greed alone, but are instead part of general macroeconomic conditions. Ubisoft, Bungie, and many others have also implemented dramatic cuts in 2024. So let's look at the comments. There's two, so I'm not even going to sort them because I'm going to read both of them anyway. Adora Dahan goes, maybe sack the nonsense jobs and the ones who want to put identity politics first and games second. Simon the Kid 7 goes, my thoughts go out to the Human Resources Department and marketing team, especially the invaluable communications team who contribute with so much important content every day and really are the core and essence of game development. They are truly the unsung heroes of the Xbox Game Studios department. It is with a heavy mind I write these words. Your contributions shall not be forgotten. You communicated so much and wrote so many fancy sentences and difficult words when all the other ones made all the games. You are giants. You are the essential and magnificent ones. So thank you very much. Xbox is not the same without you. Okay. Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, so I will try to calm down.
It's a beer later on. It's okay.
7 hours later. But seriously, I mean, who buys something knowing their business is knowing they're gonna have to reduce staff? I thought the idea was to keep staff or employ more staff, not not go through a merger or go through an acquisition that's gonna call that's gonna not go through with an acquisition that's gonna cause you to lay off thousands of people.
Hmm.
You know what? I know one layoff that would help Xbox. One layoff that would solve most, if not all, of Xbox's problems.
Wonder which one.
Phil Spencer, you're fired. When that happens and he's kicked out of Xbox headquarters, probably for good, then Xbox has a chance to succeed. While he's running the ship, Xbox might as well call themselves the Titanic and just keep going down and picking up more water as they go down. Because I mean, he
Where's
knew
there?
he was going to lay off all these people when he was going through it. No one knew that was going to happen. I mean, let's compare that to my business. You know what? I'm going to buy so much inventory that I have no money for anything else, even shipping out orders. Phil Spencer's a genius. But no, I mean, yeah, I think Phil Spencer and any of his yes men that have been telling him what he should do, they need to be fired. They need to be kicked out of Xbox. Xbox needs to be put in the hands of someone who actually cares about games and not just Game Pass. But
Yeah.
that's my opinion. What do you want to say?
Now I see what makes you Nelson laugh before everything started to hit the fan. He's been with the company for over 20 years, almost 25 years, David Nelson. Phil Spencer has been around since at least since before Xbox 360 era. He was a worker for the Microsoft brand for a while. So, these guys, well, this was with Major Nelson. That's why I guess he left and retired early, whatever the case is. Retired, quit, I don't know, but he left for a reason. Now I see why. Because that's how it is now for the last several not years, but 5 years now, because this acquisition was $70 billion they acquired.
They said like over 70 billion.
Yeah, I'm like
75.4 billion.
Something like that. Yeah, it's they bit off more to get chew. And I did say something about this back last year during the time of the process of the acquisition, where it's like it's going to be like a risky move on Microsoft's part, because if you're not putting the effort into remaking, remastering, or re-releasing games now part of these brands or these sort of companies you acquired, whether it's as big as Activision Blizzard or as small as, I don't know, the makers of South of Midnight, I don't know. But regardless, though, it's like, you have to put some work into that, into these matters. You can't just bite off money, get you, and think that's all right. It's how to tell Phil Spencer and the rest of our Microsoft, Bill Gates and all. Like it's Bill Gates was listening to this matter. Bill Gates, stop worrying about the pandemic, stop worrying about vaccines, start worrying about Xbox, please.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like I think the reason why Microsoft is not overseeing or having proper oversight with Xbox really is they focus too much on other things other than just vaccines and pandemics and New World Order, Great Reset, whatever these terms are that Bill Gates likes to pursue in. And they're not focused on the business aspect of their company. It sucks.
And now they got someone who is reactive. When you're supposed when we heard that Activision Blizzard was being purchased, we thought, okay, there's a plan. Obviously, they're not going to spend tens of billions of dollars like they said. We thought it was 69.6 or something like that, but instead it was like 75.4 billion or whatever. We knew, okay, there's got to be a plan. This isn't just Call of Duty. This is, they're gonna obviously Call of Duty is going to be one of the big marquee names, but obviously look at all the game franchises that was coming over, and we got Call of Duty 3 remake on Game Pass. Wow, I'm glad that $75.4 billion acquisition went through.
They haven't fixed the matter with the online capabilities of these older Call of Duty games because it's affected the bottom dollar and possible lawsuits, even though they fixed the bottom line of it all.
Yeah, it's almost like someone buying like a huge collection of games and being like, this one game, who cares about the rest? I got to list this one game, and then wondering why you still lost money.
Yeah.
And what's worse? It's normally okay when it's just one guy that doesn't have any power. No, this guy's steering the ship. I think he's heading straight for the iceberg.
On purpose.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah, Phil Spencer said, if I'm going to be forced to leave the company, I'll take the entire Xbox brand with me.
Yeah. Like I said, Major Nelson, I hope if you have money saved, maybe you can make a competitor to Xbox because, uh, I worked for bosses that I knew had no idea what they were doing, in the past. Sloman's for one. Well, my last boss at Sloman's anyway. Um, yeah, maybe Major Nelson, if you have money saved, maybe you could start up your own business and just because I mean Xbox is just there's no logic behind their uh, moves anymore. I mean, we've been wondering, it's been over a year since the merge. It's been over a year or just about a year since the merger went through, and where are all these games that they have the license to the IP to?
Hmm. Good question.
They're not on Game Pass. They're not being remade. There's been no announcements about new Tony Hawk games or true crime games or anything like that. And but wow, I'm sure that $75.4 billion went to a good cause. Anything else there, or ready to move on?
It's a shame. It really is a daunting thing that Xbox did with the acquisition. On they're gonna put no effort into doing all these remasters and re-releases that people wanted, gamers wanted specifically, especially. They're not listening to their core audience. They're not listening to the everyday worker at Microsoft or Xbox brand to say. And I'm sure that most of the workers at the Xbox brand are gamers themselves, hopefully, because they should know what the people want. And I thought that the acquisition of Microsoft, Microsoft's acquisition of Blizzard would do just that. Listen to the audience and put the shit on the Game Pass, all the games like Call of Duty and all, and that's it.
Yeah,
But now it's
we
yeah,
thought a lot. We thought a lot of the Call of Duty games, and I'm talking about the good ones. The when we were excited at Call of Duty, the original Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, the first Black Ops, Call of Duty Ghosts, stuff like that. We thought that was all going to be on Game Pass. Doctor Games 101, I think, was thinking of even games further back, like Call of Duty, the Big Red One, Call of Duty, World at War, Call of Duty, the first
really.
Call. Yeah, so he was thinking of like those games even, and it's like neither happened.
Or,
I wish I had the money to buy Activision Blizzard because I would have, like I said, I would have probably had Microsoft Teams office meetings with all the studios and been like, guys, I need your reports on the IPs you own, the last game you made, and whether that game was made a profit or was a loss. And then, like when I get those reports, I'll be speaking with you again later. And then I would have said, okay, this studio, I want you to work. I want you to bring this IP back. This studio, I want you to do this one. And like the studios that had no profit, okay, maybe I would have cut those, but I would have at least had reports and numbers and data and had something to back it up. Not shutting down a studio whose last game was a success.
mm-hmm.
I get fired up when talking about Phil Spencer because it's just like someone like me who graduated high school, never graduated college. I could have done better in Phil Spencer's position than he did.
And I'm a five-time college dropout, and and live with my family and all after all these years, and I can still be eligible, able to work for these companies at some point.
and
Prove
do better
myself.
and do better than the current management
Yeah, or
because
at least be part of the supervisory team of some of those sorts.
yeah, I mean we could have. I mean like I said, that's what I would have done if I had the money and I could have purchased Activision Blizzard. I would have said, okay, a lot of you guys, you know, we're going to bring back a lot of the IPs that you still have the rights to. We just got to find out which ones are the most profitable.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put all you guys back to work, or at least most of you, um, unless you have a new idea. But again, this is against Phil Spencer's the one in power.
Indeed.
Anything else to add, or ready to move on?
We can move on.
All right. Yeah, I think we bashed Phil Spencer enough for this episode.
Yeah, for the second time at least, if not more so.
Well, if this is how he's going to act, he deserves it. If these are the decisions he's going to make, like I said, it's best if he steps down.
Maybe so.
Maybe kick out Phil Spencer and bring Major Nelson back.
But yeah, that'll be the day.